Girokaster Old Town is really an amazing international tourist magnet. This UNESCO protected town is fantastic. I like it. You have all these typical old bazaars, the small shops, this beautiful setting of the restaurants here. Now it's too early for lunch, it's the sunset time, and you see this amazing kind of architecture. A lot of it is renovated now, and much more will be renovated in the coming years with the help of the European Union, international investors, EU accession. This will be amazing. It's of course, in the beginning, it's not the beginning maybe, but after Corona and with these energy shocks, things are gradually developing. But look at it, this amazing, beautiful old buildings, the architecture, the tourist accommodations. Everybody invests in these beautiful places, and you see it's getting really very beautiful. The tourists are missing. Obviously now it's October and much needs to be done, and there's also a lot of need to promote Albania. This was what I'm trying to do with my modest means, and also to show you the beauty of the place, the beauty of this cultural heritage of European significance, and also making it very clear that Albania is a European country. What we need is European Union membership, because everything gets easier obviously inside the European Union. In real life, outside, the beauty is loneliness. Loneliness is of course deeply problematic. Much better to be united and to enjoy the cultural heritage and the common knowledge about history of the complex regions of the Western Balkans together by exploring it yourself. If you love culture, if you love kadare, if you want to learn about Albanian history and politics, there's no better place than this. Look at this amazing mosque, look at this beautiful restaurant, look at here downhill basically. That's how it works. It's quite a small place, it's easy to see how it works. You have this central mosque here, and then you go downhill to the ethnographic museum, basically the Enver Hoxha birth house, and then you continue downhill to the Kadare house, and then you are back again. If you want, you can also see the beautiful part, which is the first Albanian language school here in 1908, because 1908 of course a very important mark here in Balkan history. You have the Berlin Congress in 1878. I just asked the guide, we discussed about history, if the Albanians are still angry that the Austrians have left them and not supported them so much in the Berlin Congress times and the League of Prizren. That's 1878 during the Great Eastern Crisis. He was polite enough to say, oh no, but in fact he was not criticizing Austria. But obviously at the next big crisis, when Austria annexed then Bosnia, and the start of the crisis was the Young Turk Revolution, it could have been already the next big opportunity, but at least the Albanians got this opportunity for education and starting their own school in that year is not a coincidence, because obviously they were part of this cultural freedom, the Young Turk Revolution. And then, with the turbulent times in the Ottoman Empire, basically every year new revolution from 1908 towards the start of World War I. And then the big question on which side they will join, and basically the big power struggle at the Ottoman governance was leading to a permanent yearly revolution in Albanian lands. And they have basically had one in 1908, 1909, 1910, 1911, 1912, and it was very turbulent times in constant revolution. And the result, of course, was then the Balkan states, after the Italian invasion, going full in and building this alliance. And look at this beautiful Kalaya. And here I just learned Girokaster actually didn't follow on the 28th of November, but the communication was a bit slow. It took until the early December that they have declared their independence. They did the independence then, and that was very, very good. And then they were immediately occupied or liberated by the Italians, and then the Greeks came, the Italians came, and that's basically the whole story here in a nutshell. Always on the borderline between Greek and Italian power, and they were trying to be free, and it ultimately happened only, I would say, in the year 99, when gradually America took over the protection of Albania, especially during the decisive years of the Kosovo War, and then this Albanian state finally has been freed by American intervention in Kosovo. And since then, America is the protective power of the Albanians, both in Macedonia, Kosovo, Montenegro, and in all four countries. And that's basically the situation ever since. So since Ottoman power has waned, a century of chaos under unclear conditions has led to American clarity, and it's no coincidence that Albania, Montenegro and North Macedonia are now all in NATO. And what I'm always calling and explaining for is that the logic of all these things is that Albania is now fully integrated in the EU. That's really very important. We have to achieve that, and the way to achieve that is obviously by getting this country into the European Union with American help. There's no better way to say that very clearly than here in Girokaster, at the place where once Enver Hoxha built his terrible monument to himself. I call for America to help Albania, Montenegro and North Macedonia into the European Union with full American power. This is the way forward, and I wish that this will be achieved, and I'm confident it will. Thanks a lot for your support, and please support these three beautiful countries into the European Union 2024. Thanks a lot, all the best, bye.